welcome back to Resident Evil. At the end of the previous video, we reached the lab, which is very, very exciting to be at this point now. But I did want to say that you'll notice that if we go to save here, you will see that we have we're two saves higher than we ended on the video, I believe. And that's because I decided to go back to all of the previous areas to try to get all of the red squares gone, and I think I succeeded. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting a full completion here. And I believe the only thing that you missed that was off recording was I went back to where is it? Not the residence area. And not the altar either. Okay, I think it was the courtyard. Yeah, it was in this room to the right, the bottom right there, which is around the circle where Lisa was chasing us. There were a pile of boxes that you could actually climb up on that I forgot about that has some magnum ammo at the top and I think a healing item too, so that's the only thing you've missed. Other than that, we are looking good on having the full map being green. So even though I did pick up that extra magnum ammo, we have one ink ribbon, but I think that'll be okay. We're still just going to hang on to the shotgun, the healing item, and the ammo disc. I don't think we need anything else immediately. I like how I have the serum in my inventory, which just serves as a sad reminder of Richard. Yeah, we definitely don't need our handgun and our 200 bullets, 200 plus bullets, so I think we're good to take our first steps into the lab. And immediately there's a kerosene thing here, which we don't need. Yeah, this is a really good looking screen. I love the way this looks, and a zombie is here to say hello. Let's wait for him to grab. Or we can just go, oh, okay, that's fine, we'll taser him. Or stun gun him. Suppose it's not quite a taser. And some 2 green herbs for us to pick up, which is good because we just took a little bit of damage. Or we didn't because I used the defensive item, but we do have a little bit of damage, is what I should have said. Oh! There's 2 back here. And here's our second ammo disc. And this door is locked electronically, so we can't get through, but we can't avoid that guy. And head down these steps. I really feel like this area does such a good job of setting a different tone than the rest of the game. And it's a very scary tone because there's a lot of zombies down here. But thankfully we do have a pretty decent track record of dodging them. Here's a first aid box. We're going to need to make a quicker trip back to the item box than I thought. Is it going to be nice and give us a spray? No. 2 green herbs was inside. Now I'm going to be silly and... Okay, I was hoping that would bring us back to fine. Wanted to risk it. Let's check out this door. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'll make a quick trip back to the item box. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to pick up quite a few items here, and I wasn't expecting to get another ammo disc so quickly. And healing items too. So hopefully our trip back to the item box isn't fraught with peril as we try to avoid those 3 zombies. And it's too bad they aren't at the stairs, so we only have to worry about them vomiting on us. Yeah, that was a lot easier. Hopefully it'll be that easy the second time going down the stairs too. Okay, we don't need I should probably put these together, so it's easier to pick them up later. And we have a first aid spray. I don't need the mixed herbs either. Although, do we have any other herbs to mix with it? No. Yeah, we're good on. Actually, yes, we do. We have a blue herb. Oh, but I'm not sure we can combine these. Actually, I don't think we can. Oh, we can. Never mind. Thanks for proving me wrong, game. Okay, now we're good. After that brief little detour, I think 5 slots should be plenty. Oh, he didn't even go for me. That was a perfect spot. Oh, and now this guy's on the stairs. Good try. Maybe next time. And I'm sure these zombies will have a lot of chances to nab us here. Get a bite or some bile on us. Okay, back into this room with the X-ray that we weren't able. Well, we were able to pick it up, but you know what I mean. Will you take the X-ray? It says Clark David on it. And here's another X-ray that says Gail Holland on it. A memo on the message board catches your attention. There's something scrawled on the notepad. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. Okay, so we need to put these X-rays in alphabetical order. And this one is Clark David. And this one is Gail Holland. So something tells me, let's see if we can. Okay, and here's an X-ray. This is Alex Bechet or Betchet. Alright, so clearly we need to do Clark and put his up. What's this other one? Ed Fisher. And then here's Gail Holland's. Wait a second, is everybody's name ABCD? Yeah, EFGH. That's funny, I didn't even realize that before. I was just going by the first names. There's some kind of switch. Press it. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. Part of it is glowing red. And part of it is glowing red. So, if we look at these red portions, we can see that the colon is red here. The esophagus is red here. The liver is red here. And the lungs are red here. Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I am teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have to become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room, Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from there. From here, please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I have set up the terminal in the small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password. You'll need another password to release the lock of the door in basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into an X-ray picture, a Roentgenogram. I probably pronounced that very wrong, and I apologize. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There is just one more thing, and it is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. So that's 2 names for the password we now know, John and Ada. And then the X-ray is the other password, as he mentions, John, Ada. And if we take the first letter of every organ that was highlighted red on the X-rays, we get C-E-L-L, or cell, and that's our second password. So we are all set in this game, in this room, in this game. We're getting there, but not quite yet, being all set in this game. Let's check the rest of this hallway. It's locked. Levers for releasing the door locks. Now if you can just release the locks on the levers. It's locked. If you can just get those levers on the side to work, it should open. So nothing we can do here yet, but we'll have to keep it in mind. Alright, let's head back to this square hallway, and I believe there's quite a few more zombies to deal with. Oh, there's one. Oh, I tried to back off. Going through my defensive items real quick here. An operating table stands neglected. And here's a dagger. Let's go ahead and switch back to that. Yeah, we have 2 of those left. A huge spinning fan. Could it be drawing air in from somewhere outside? This double door is locked. A symbol resembling a power area is carved into the lock. This door is locked too. A symbol resembling a power area is carved into the lock. So it looks like the only door we can go in is the one at the end down here. And there's another zombie in this narrow hallway, but oh no, he moved. Or at least there was one I remembered from my previous playthrough. But if he's not there, that'll be great, because that means we can easily go between this door and the stairs. A biohazard mark. It indicates the presence of biologically hazardous materials, or biohazards, if you will. Here's 6 more Magnum rounds for us. Part of a corpse lies on the operating table. Nasty. A row of LCD monitors. They must once have been used to display something. Dispel. An information management server. It appears to be broken. Oh, this is a very creepy room, especially that shot. The cadavers are frozen, wrapped in body bags. A variety of chemicals you've never seen before. And a stun gun battery, nice. Yeah. We still have something to do in here, though. V-Act researchers note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them V-Acts. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So here's the origin of the Crimson Head we fought after putting all the masks underneath the graveyard outside the mansion. And you gotta love this fake computer UI, I love it. I want this as a real operating system, or the ROPLS system. Umbrella Computer, OSROPLS, Copyright Umbrella Corp. Welcome to Umbrella. Our login is John. And our password is Ada. And if you're familiar with Resident Evil, you probably know or recognize that name. Even as someone who hasn't played through every game, I still know the name Ada as Ada Wong, which is a very prominent character in these games. So it's interesting to think about the fact that she was working with Umbrella underneath the Spencer Mansion. Let's go ahead and unlock basement 3rd floor. And we get a very cool wireframe representation of the room that's now unlocked, which looks like the one across from the room where we saw the x-rays, because if we look at you can see the stairs right there. And on the top right, it says, yeah, entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all the passcodes. And I think that's probably a little preview of what it looks like. So the permission for unlocking the 2nd floor door is denied, so we have to enter the password. So let's go ahead and try sell. Nice, we were right. It didn't change on me between playthroughs. And so now this is at the top of the stairs, so that's that room where we got the 2nd MO disc right next to it. And I think that's all we have to do in this room. Although we are still missing an item somewhere. Wait, did I just see something shining? No, it's just the background. Maybe in the first section, let's see. Although I don't think I missed any. Yeah, I can't really see it on the ground. Looks like there's a scalpel on this tiny table here. A monitor used to display images from an electron microscope. Well, I didn't read that before, so that's good to know. Alright, well, I'll just leave this for now and come back to it later then. Oh, I forgot to mention that item I had trouble finding in that room where I lit the candle, where we got the 2nd piece of the musical score for the sonata. There was a handgun clip on the ground that I picked it up just mashing. I could not see it for the life of me. Like, I specifically didn't pick it up so I could see where it was on the ground and nothing, so very, very strange. But I was able to find that. Alright, so let's go. Oh, there's the zombie I was thinking of. No such luck as him just being gone. Okay, so before we go upstairs, let's go downstairs. Since it's closer, we'll check out this door that's now unlocked. Should be this one. Yep, nice. Oh, immediately we are faced with danger here. But not anymore. Take the incendiary shells and take a look at the rest of the room now. Here's a slide filter. Let's examine that. There are red colored slides inside. Nothing's on it. Nothing unusual about that. Well, we'll hang on to it and see what we can do with it. An X-ray photograph. The skeleton structure displayed isn't quite human. It's filled with a clear liquid. You'd probably be better off not touching it. There seems to be something behind this sturdy door. Open it. Warning, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. It looks like a refueling device. Well, I have to keep a mental note of that for later. The shelf is lined with bottles. They contain a powdery substance, some kind of herbal medicine. A security system passcode transmission device. If you had an MO disk, you could transmit the passcode to the system. Facts. To Sanitation Division, Attention Manager of Sanitation from Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. The contents of this fax are confidential and intended for the named addressee only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden by the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect a significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Second concern, our secret security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Well, it seems they did that. A bunch of triangular flasks. So yeah, we need to go get that MO disc. Which is good because wouldn't want to deal with a Crimson Head trying to do that. We should probably deposit some of the stuff we have anyway. So we'll head up the stairs now. Although, actually, why don't we stop by that, since it's on the way, we'll go into the other room we unlocked. That zombie was awestruck at how quickly Jill flew up the stairs. Nice first aid spray. And a third MO disc. A passcode entry terminal. Use it. Well, we definitely do not have the passcode for this, so. But we do have what looks to be a screen for use with a movie projector. And here's a film that has been set into place. View it. Sure, why not? Umbrella Bioorganic Weapon Official Report. MA-39 Cerberus. FI-03 Neptune. MA-121 Hunter. T-002 Tyrant. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group Development Staff. There's a very notable face among these Umbrella employees. 834170623. So why don't we try to use our slides on this to say, take a look at this again. Cerberus again, Neptune again, Hunter again, Tyrant. There's Wesker. 8462. That's what we needed. And now the slides are out of our inventory. 8462. And we get a successful beep. And a door that opens at very low FPS. There's a map of the laboratory. Take it? I think so. Nice. Yeah, quite a few rooms we haven't seen yet. And there's 4 stories to it as well. Videos are stored on the shelves. They're all security camera recordings. Security protocols. Level 1, heliport/for executive use only. This restriction does not apply in the event of an emergency. Basement Level 1, passage to heliport entry is prohibited unless accompanied by a consultant researcher or the chief of security. Unauthorized persons entering the heliport will be shot on site. The elevator stops during emergencies. Basement level 2, visual data room for use by the Special Research Division only. All other access to the visual data room must be cleared with Keith Arving, room manager. Basement level 3, prison sanitation division controls the use of the prison. At least one consultant researcher, E. Smith, S. Ross, A. Wesker, must be present if viral use is authorized. Triple lock door entry into the room is limited to the sole person who deactivates the lock with all of the passcodes, accessing the exclusive output terminals located in each section of the senior researchers deactivates the lock. Power room. In this room, nitro compound is used as the primary fuel source of power. Access is limited to headquarters supervisors. This restriction may not apply to consultant researchers with special authorization. Passcode output terminals. Use and access of the output terminals is limited to authorized senior researchers. Basement level 4, regarding the progress of Tyrant after the administration of T-Virus, illegible hereafter. Some free shotgun shells, take those. And we also get the laboratory key, which is filling up our inventory completely, so hopefully not too much more to pick up. Camera, cool. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Kenneth's film, yes, although we picked it up a lot later, finally in the laboratory. If this had been a more normal playthrough without the fast zombie, we would have picked up this tape on Kenneth's body in the very first room of the game after the diner. I always call it a diner, dining hall. So now we can finally watch it and see what's on it. We will view the film. And that's it. Very illuminating footage here. And we can watch it as many times as we want, but we certainly do not. And we've cleared out this room now, so we can go ahead and leave. And it's good that we stopped by here because I really need to deposit stuff into the item box. Excuse me, zombie. Excuse me, zombie. But we're pretty stocked up for a lot of our weapons, especially the Magnum and the grenade launcher too. Alright, where are I knew we had more incendiary shells. We have one ammo disc and a laboratory key. Oh, I should probably examine that. An electrical symbol is imprinted on it. Nothing unusual otherwise though. So I guess we'll probably test it on the we have quite a few locked doors to check out here, so we'll test it on those. Oh, I did not want to climb that ladder, but anyway, we'll test it. We'll test the laboratory key and use the ammo disc in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.